In this video, we are gonna learn about top Linux commands for beginner. So without further delay, let's get started. Our first command is ls. ls stands for list. Let's try it out. We will type ls and we will press enter. As you can see, it is listing all the files and directories inside this current folder. We can try different options with this command. Let's try ls-l and it will list all the different things about the files and directory, like their read, write and executable permission, their user, their group, and the time on which this file is created, along with its date and time stamp. I will tell you read, write and executable permissions in next video. Our next command is pwd. pwd stands for present working directory. Let's open our terminal and we will type pwd and it will show you new folder, which is nothing but our current folder in which we have opened our terminal. Let's open our parent1 folder. We will open our terminal inside here and we will try pwd command. As you can see, it is showing us inside parent1 directory. Our next command is echo. Now let's open terminal. Now here we will type our command echo space. We can type whatever we want and it will be printed on our terminal. Let's try jlearn, which is the name of our channel. As you can see, jlearn is printed on our terminal. You can try different things like echo space subscribe our channel, and magically you will be subscribing our channel. I am just joking. Subscribe our channel only if you like our videos. Our next command is clear. Let's open the terminal. As you can see, it is showing us our previous command that we have typed. Now let's try our command clear and we will type enter. As you can see, all the previous commands are gone and we will see our terminal clearly. Our next command is man. Man command is used to show the manual of any command you want. Let's type man followed by the command. Let's try ls. As you can see, it is giving us description of this ls command, like its syntax and all the options that we can use while using ls command. You can try man command with any command you want and it will give you description similar like this. Now we will press Q to quit. Let's try it with different command. Let's type man and we will try it with echo command. Press enter. As you can see, it is showing description of echo. Our next command is cat. Cat is multi-purpose command. If we type cat space the name of any file like file1 and if you press enter, as you can see, it is showing the text of file1 in our terminal. Let's check it. As you can see, this is the text. Suppose we want content of the file with the line numbers. We will type cat space the name of the file space hyphen n. Hyphen n will stands for the line number, and if you press enter, as you can see, the text is generated with the line number. We used cat command to open the file content directly in our terminal. Now let's try the different things that cat command can do. Cat command is also used to append the content of one file to the another file. As you can see, we type cat file1 to show the content of file1. we have tried it with file 2 also. As you can see the content of file 1 and file 2. Now we will try to append the content of file 1 at the end of file 2. We will type cat file 1 greater than sign then file 2, and if you press enter and if you try to read the content of file 2 using cat command like cat file 2, and if you press enter, as you can see the content of file 1 is appended at the end of file 2. Now if you wanna overwrite the content of file 2, we can do this by using simply one greater than sign like cat space file 1. Here we have to use single greater than sign then the file 2. As you can see previously we used double greater than sign to append and single greater than sign to overwrite the content of file 2. Now if you try to read the content of file 2, cat space file 2, and if you press enter, as you can see this is the content of file 2 from file 1. Old content of file 2 is deleted and new content is added. Next command is grep. Grep is used to find the text inside the file. First we will try to print the content of file using cat command, cat space file 1. As you can see this is the text inside the file 1. Now suppose we have to find text 1, whether it is present or not. We can use it by using grep space, we have to provide the text that we are looking for space the file name, and if you press enter the text is highlighted. This is the thing that we are looking for. Now let's try to find inside keyword in our file. As you can see inside is highlighted. If you wanna search the particular text in multiple files, we can do so by using grep command. The old command, now we have to type the number of files like file 1, file 2, file 3, and if you press enter it will search each and every file like file 1, file 2, file 3 and highlight the text that we are looking for. We can also use grep command along with our cat command like cat space file 1, then we have to use pipe symbol, and then we can use our simple grep command along with the keyword that we are looking for like text, and if you press enter, as you can see it is working normally as before. Grep is multi-purpose command, like if you want to search particular pattern in our text file we can do so. As you can see the grep command and its syntax and all the options that it can handle. If you want separate video on that, you can comment below. cd command is used to traverse through the directories. You can use it to go to the root directory, home directory or any directory you want. It is like file explorer of terminal. If you type pwd, which is present working directory, as you can see it is showing us in new folder. Suppose we have to go in parent 2 folder. Here we can do so using cd command, cd space parent 2, which is nothing but name of the folder like parent 2, and if you press enter, as you can see now we have successfully entered in parent 2 folder. If you type ls command to check it, as you can see this is the content of folder parent 2. Suppose we have to go in child 2 folder inside parent 2, we can do so using cd space child 2. Sorry I typed child 1, but it is the same process for going inside child 2 folder. If you wanna come out of particular folder, you can use cd space dot dot. As you can see, we have successfully went from child 1 to its parent, which is nothing but a parent 2 folder. Suppose we have to move little bit backward, like cd space double dot. From parent 2, we have successfully came out of it. Now we are inside our new folder. If you want to go to the root directory of your system, you can do so using cd space forward slash. As you can see, we are inside our root directory. We can confirm it by using ls command. As you can see, these are the system files inside root directory. Now suppose we have to go back to our home directory, we can do it using just type cd, and if we press enter, now we are inside our home directory. Let's type ls. This is our home directory containing desktop, documents and all the necessary files that we want. Let me go to my home directory. As you can see, this is the same content of folder that we are seeing over here. Now mkdir is used to create or make the directory. As you can see, suppose we have to create parent 3 folder over here, we can do it by using mkdir space the name of folder parent 3. As you can see, parent 3 folder or directory is created over here. Now suppose we have to create multiple directories, you can use mkdir command to do so. Mkdir space the names of folder as much as you can, separated by the space, like parent 4 space parent 5 space parent 6, and if you press enter, as you can see, parent 4, parent 5 and parent 6 directories are created. Now suppose we have to create one directory inside parent 3 directory, we can do so using mkdir space the name of the folder parent 3 forward slash and the name of the folder that we have to create inside parent 3, which is nothing but child 1, and if we press enter, we will be creating one folder inside parent 3 folder. As you can see, child 1 folder or directory is created inside parent 3 directory. Our next command is rmdir. As name suggests, rmdir is used to remove the particular directory. We can remove any directory we want. Suppose we have to remove parent 4 directory, we can use rmdir space parent 4, and if we press enter, now parent 4 directory is gone. Now suppose we have to remove multiple directories like parent 5, parent 6, we can do it by using rmdir space the names of the folders or directories separated by the space, like parent 5 space parent 6, and if you press enter, as you can see, parent 5 and parent 6 directories are removed. Suppose we have to delete child 1 folder inside parent 3 folder or directory, you can do it by using rmdir space parent 3 forward slash, and we have to specify the folder name, which is nothing but child 1. As you can see, forward slash space child 1, and if you press enter, now the child 1 directory inside parent 3 is gone. Our next command is cp. cp represent copy. We will first try to copy the content of file 1 inside file 2. Now let's check the content of file 1. Cat space file 1, and if you see, this is the content of file 1. Now check the content of file 2. This is the content of file 2. Suppose we have to copy the content of file 1 to the file 2, you can do it using cp command. Let's type cp space file 1 space file 2, and if we press enter, the content of file 1 will be copied to the file 2. Let's type cat file 2. As you can see, As you can see, this is the old content of file 2. Now this is the new content of file 2, which is nothing but copied from file 1. We can use cp command to copy any file or any directory to anywhere you want. Let's try it. We will copy file 1 and we will copy it inside parent3 directory. Let's do it. Now we will type cp space file1, and now we have to specify its destination, which is nothing but parent3 directory. If we press enter, now file1 will be copied to the parent3 directory. As you can see, this is the copy of file 1 of this file 1. mv command stands for move. It is similar like Ctrl X and Ctrl V. Now we will try to move file 1 inside parent3 directory. There is one file already there, we will delete it. Now let's try it. Now we will type mv space file1 space, we have to provide the destination, which is nothing but parent3, and if you press enter, as you can see, file 1 is gone. It is present inside parent3. It is similar like Ctrl X and Ctrl V, or you can say cut paste. Now suppose we have to move parent3 directory inside parent1 directory. We can do it like mv space parent3 directory space its destination, which is nothing but parent1, and if you press enter, as you can see, parent3 is gone and now it is inside parent1 directory. Now let's open our parent3 directory. As you can see, file 1 is already present in there. mv command is also used to rename the file. Let's rename file 2 to something new. Like if you type mv space file 2 space any name you want, like new file. If you press enter, sorry for the spelling mistake, as you can see, file 2 is renamed to new file. This is the content of file 2. Our next command is touch. Touch command is used to create files. As you can see, we will create a new file over here, like touch space file 1, and if you press enter, file 1 is created, as you can see. Now suppose we have to create multiple files, we can do so using touch command. Touch space file 1 space file 2 space file 3 space file 4, and if you press enter, as you can see, 4 new files are created. rm command is used to remove particular file in our directory. Suppose we have to remove these 2 files, we can do it using rm command, like rm space the names of the file, like new file, it is already mistyped, and if you press enter, as you can see, new file is removed. Let's remove multiple files. rm space names of the file separated by space, like file 4 space new file 3, and if you press enter, file 4 and new file 3 is removed. Thank you for watching our video. Like and subscribe our channel for more interesting content. Bye.